Alright, welcome back. Let me just assess the audio levels. Yes, I think they're fine. Right, so this time we're back in Phasmo, and we could... let me see. Okay, so they are not lined up. I will still need to do a lot of stuff for the Cursed Hollow, which I'm not gonna be able to do because it's only one day left. So the plan for this stream is to do the weekly challenge, which seems interesting. It gives us some evidence equipment, but I think I've only done this weekly once. I believe the objective here is to locate the ghost with the paramic, and like normally you'd either use thermal or video cam to locate them via orbs or just finding the cold room. Like those are all, those are crossed off. Then UV, I guess, would also be a way to find the ghost. So it's gonna be interesting. We might get lucky and have a ghost that gives us all three evidence, or we might get unlucky and have a ghost that straight up doesn't give us any evidence. Which I do want to check which one that would be. That would be Mimic and what? Because Mimic you'd still have Spirit Box. But what would the other one be? Ghost Doors, Freezing, and UV. Hantum, yeah. Mimic you could still get via Spirit Box. That would be basically the only way to identify it. Yeah, there's a lot of ghosts here that are gonna be really hard to identify. Like, majority of the ghosts will probably only give us 2 evidence, but those 2, yeah. I think I've done enough stalling. I think we better just get on with it.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
Right, so let's check it.
There have been new
Mary
reports of
Gacy, so we cannot rule out Banshee and Diane.
was summoned here. Take a look. You may be able to use it to your advantage.
Right. Let me just recheck some things here, some settings that I have forgotten to check. What resolution is this at? Okay, it is at a lower resolution. Okay. Just checking to see that my PC is not gonna overheat. Which it shouldn't. But the air has been feeling a little bit... It's not warm. I guess dry. The last couple of days. But yeah. Is this the camera? It is the camera, unfortunately. Right, so majority of the stuff we have is tier 1. This one's tier 2. That's nice. That's nice of them. Alright, sorry about that. I probably should check where the breaker is. Alright, attic. Maybe... no, it always shows where the breaker is. What am I talking about? Oh, and it starts on. How nice of it. I did choose challenge mode, right? Of course I did. 'Cause why else would I not have stuff? See, the thing is, the ghost isn't gonna do all that much for a bit. I'm probably better off just looking around and seeing if I can find any cursed objects. What? So, nothing yet. You know, I probably should have checked it. If this even has cursed objects. It might not. Might not have any cursed objects. Just get my sanity a little bit down. Also not seeing any breath. Let me just check the activity board. Okay, there's been some activity, really low activity. My sanity is still high. Maybe I can hear something here. Alright, so it's in here, in this room. Maybe the bathroom or the kitchen. I have absolutely no idea what that is. And I hope that was just ambience. Is it above? Oh no, it's right here. Okay, so this one's gonna be a tough one. What I'm seeing. That feels wrong. So I'm not gonna take that one. Very interesting. Oh, do the breaker. Okay. Okay. Let me take care of that. I'll be honest, I'm still unsure which side it is. But where is it actually be? Tea room is far too clean. This room is also too clean. Ah, this bathroom. Of course. Got some... No, is it the bathroom? Or is it the hallway? You know, I'm really not sure, but it's not the kitchen. Whatever it is, I'm gonna place the book there and gonna get some other stuff. What was I even trying to do? No, it's real funny. It says audio only, but then it doesn't give me sound recorder or the audio sensor. Oh no, there is an audio sensor. Sorry, I'm just blind. Yeah, still a little bit peeved that they just straight up didn't add the sound recorder 20 of the challenge modes. You can't get perfect games in challenge modes anymore. Not that it changes much, you're not getting that much more money, but still. Really? It wasn't come that long. But so it got writing. It is at least something. That now one off. Now it's a little bit of trying to cross the rest of them off. You'll never find the ghost by finding all the evidence. That's impossible. We really have to just cross off evidence. Unless it's the ghost that doesn't have POV. Ghost orbs or the other one. Oh, actually, you can theoretically get ghost orbs here if it's outside. And the only way it's gonna be outside is if it moves. So, and I don't think it can move, because I don't remember. I should take the other crucifix and get Spirit Box out of the way. Do I have anything else to take in? No. And I also don't have sanity pills, so if it's a yokai, then I'm not getting out. Where are you? Are you near? Are you close? Where are you? Are you near? Are you here? Are you close? Where are you? I see, so all I can really do there is maybe cross off Spirit Box. And that's a real big maybe. Right, so that's an MF5, that's better. And of course it's two ghosts that I will not be getting a third evidence for. See, the easy way to do this is just find a hiding spot, which there might not even be any, and just stay there for a bit till my sanity goes below 50. See if it tries to hunt. Or I could just flip a coin and say that it's not a shade, because I'm being a bit dumb. It was interacting with stuff while I was in the room, so it cannot be a shade. I haven't really been playing this game all that much these last couple of weeks. I'm a bit rusty. Yeah, everything's pointing to my wing. The only way it could be a shade if it was not in that room and was interacting through the wall. That is the only way. So
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
okay. Oh, I did the weekly challenge. Right, so let's try that one again. And let me actually check some of the things here. Music logs. That checks out. And it does have all hiding places. Okay. So it's not that bad.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. Got the intel. Looks like this is going to be a tough one. We've had reports of violence, and it looks like
Don't
they left
say
in a hurry.
that. Don't tell me it's gonna be a tough one. Right, so another name that doesn't automatically roll out anyone. And is this even gonna help? It should, but is it? Honestly, I think I'm better off just opening the door, turning on the light, and then going back in the truck and just see if it does something. And also check for orbs on the outside cameras, because that is something I can do. Thankfully, it doesn't look like there's anything. Cameras are a lot more... Oh yeah, I do remember people talking on Twitter that the recent update had kind of broken some rendering. Yeah, it doesn't look like... Okay, so at least we don't have ghost orbs, and we know where the ghost is. So... that's... I hope it's in this one, and not in the big one. Oh, that's a lot of interacting. So again, I'm hoping that you're here, although I'm not seeing any breath right now. I'm not seeing any breath here. You could be inside, but I believe these are technically considered two different floors, so not sure what the logistics are on you being able to interact here. Are they considered two different floors? Because, like... No, they probably can still interact. Because, like, the audio does get muffled when you go outside, but I don't think they're actually considered two different floors. I don't think this is a Maple Lodge situation. I think this is more a Camp Woodwind situation. I just check around here a bit more. Just really checking if it does something here. Because it might as well just be in the bathroom again. I think it's best if we just go check it ourselves. And it is, in fact, in this bathroom again. We're in the hallway. I saw Brett in here somewhere. Does that cover that corner? It does. Let me actually go get the book and dots. Because I need to be able to cross stuff out in case it's onto a mimic. I didn't. Okay, yeah, I didn't cross all those orbs because I didn't know if it even was in that room. So yeah. I just have 2 spots, so I'm gonna take these 2. Then I'm gonna take these 2, probably. Salt might be a good way to check for the ghost. Just in case I need it. You never know with a talent like this. Yeah. Need these 2. Would I bring in the fire? I think I should cross some stuff off before I bring in the firelight. Okay, so whoa. That's an interesting thing. And I was just about to say that I think it was in the hallway because I turned off the light in the bathroom and it wasn't doing anything. But turns out it might have just done something big. So I'm gonna put this here. Yeah, again, the breath happens when I'm here. I can't tell which room it is. Yeah, but it's not written in the book yet. I'm just gonna place 1 salt. Because I don't want to mess the Galu test. Because between last stream and this one, I learned that there's actually a bit of a buffer time where a Galu can still step over a second piece of salt before becoming enraged. So, okay, it is in here. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm at it. I might as well. If I can hear anything. Okay, let me go get some more stuff. Okay, now you do it. Okay, so dirty water. That is something at least. Yeah, test for Wraith would be useful. And Spirit Box. I need to get that one out of the way eventually. But yeah, it does feel like it could be an EMF 5. Alright, so it did step over salt. Let's put another salt there and test for Gowl. It has not written in the book, so I am gonna cross that one out. It is not a Gowl. And obviously also not a Wraith. Where are you? Are you near? Are you close? Are you here? Where are you? And it is Spirit Box. Obviously the dots has been here a while. If it is EMF 5, then it's either Twins or Diane, which would be impossible to tell apart without a hunt. That is assuming that it is in fact an EMF 5, which I do believe it is, but it could also not be. But I'm fairly certain that it would be an EMF 5. I'm not seeing any dot, so to be fair, I haven't really been looking at it, but if it was gonna be dots, I think I'd have seen it by now. I'm gonna tentatively cross off dots. Now, obviously, it is in here and not outside, so I can't really test ghost orbs. I obviously can test UV or freezing as well. Like, EMF 5 is really the only thing it could do. And hunt, of course. It could also hunt. So I'm gonna turn out that light and see if it's gonna do something. There it is, EMF 5. Now, it is a bit of a toss-up which one it would be. But I'll be honest, I'll be honest, I don't know what I'm leaning more toward. I was gonna say I'm leaning more toward Diane because I didn't see any strange thing on the board, but I did see strange things on the board. There was that really sharp 3 to 10 that could have very well been into interaction. Because right now you don't really see the curve anymore. The curve isn't really a thing anymore. But that could have very well been two interactions stacked on top of one another. So, coin toss, I'm gonna say it's the twins. Because I prefer to gamble than to risk my life. And by risk my life, I mean having a hunt. Although looking at the board for a bit couldn't hurt. Yeah, I get it. You like walking in and out of that bathroom. Then again, I could confirm twins by just looking around the entire house and seeing if there's stuff out of place, which I don't know where place would be. No, I'm just gonna trust my heart. It's probably a Diane, but I'm gonna trust myself on this one.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
You know, maybe I should trust myself when I say that it's something else, instead of trusting the first thing I said it was gonna be. But oh well. But I do have to say, this weekly challenge is boring, to say the least. So, I think I'm gonna pivot to just doing some regular Cursed Hollow. At least 2 rounds, just so I can say I did anything here on that little bar. I have absolutely no idea how many I need for that one. So, yeah.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
Unfortunately, I did start this live stream a bit late. I got sidetracked doing some other stuff, and I can't really go past 3:30. So that does really mean that we'll probably only have time for 2 rounds. But I don't really need to bring that in yet. I could. I'll take the camera. Let's find the ghost first. And the breaker. Let's also find the breaker. Breaker is downstairs. Let's just hope that the ghost is not downstairs. Everything is seeming normal. Yeah, temperatures are going up. Don't do that to me. Like, are you up here or are you just visiting? Bathroom, perhaps? Alright, bathroom. You can't see anything, but camera's not making any sound, so I'm gonna cross off those orbs. Alright. That's a lot of stuff. I've already lost 10%. No, I really don't. I really hope we don't get any golden bunnies. Okay, so pilot. What are you interacting with? Where are you? Are you near? Are you close? Where are you?
Here.
Right, so we will have that. Just oh well. Thank you, I suppose. I should go get some UV to check on that. And I should also check my sanity, actually. Sanity check. Alright, so that was already crossed off. That's my fault for not checking. Yeah. UV. Yeah, I was gonna take salt in, but I don't actually trust anything about this. I'm mad at but me. You know, I'm gonna say maybe not freezing, and did I check MF5? Because I did see MF5 right at the beginning, and we do not have UV. And it doesn't look like... Oh? You know, maybe I'm wrong. Just in case. This is... I'll be honest, this is feeling a bit rapey. And if it is a rape, then I am not going after the bunnies. that's just a ghost event giving me a heart attack. If it is a wraith, I'm not doing the bunnies. The last thing I want is the ghost to hunt on top of me if it gets golden. Yeah, I don't like that. Don't like that one bit. So let me actually take salt in. Just doing a lot of vents. And yeah. It is a wraith. I am not gonna be doing any rabbits. Stalkers are probably the worst type of ghosts to have on something like this.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
At least I still got something. But let's try that again. Let's just do one last game.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. I've got a report that suggests a possible ghost sighting.
But like I said, it's a bit on the shorter side to stream, but sometimes it has to be. I did not pick up the night vision goggles. I'm seeing a distinct lack of hiding spots. No. I don't think it is. Doesn't look like it. Which is unfortunate. You know, it does make sense. Background light was getting colder here. It was a wraith. Alright, so it's just straight up here. And we do have glow stars. Right. Yeah, I get it. That worked. Currently, I'm not seeing any hiding spots. It would be fun if you could go in there. Yeah, I'm not gonna go back downstairs if there's another one. I've got enough bunnies. No, I just need 2 Vesta ghosts. Well, yes, I wasn't expecting that to work. Actually, had a hiding spot. Would have been an interesting way of doing it. Why are you taking a propane? I need these. We do still have orbs. Maybe we could get some dots action, Ghost. Or maybe not. Just checking. Let me just check here. Okay, we do have freezing temps, so can't be that. Could be any one of these. Where are you? Are you near? Are you close? Where are you? Are you near? Are you here? Where are you? Are you near? Okay, so that was easier.
Welcome back.
Ah,
Job's ready for you.
you got me. You did get me. Okay, I was not expecting that. Not expecting it at all. Well, that one's on me. But I'm looking at the time here, and yeah, really don't have time for another round, which is unfortunate. But unfortunately, these streams are gonna be a bit like this until I can get accustomed and can move my schedule around to accommodate for the new streaming times. But I really can't do morning streams anymore, at least for a while. So if I do want to stream, it's unfortunately going to have to be shorter streams. Still, 1 hour is not bad. Could be better. Pokemon on Wednesday, I'd say that one I'll probably start the stream on time, so it's gonna be an hour and a half like the other one. As for Friday, I'm still weighing the options when it comes to the Minecraft streams, because I do want to continue playing that world, but I also want to think about it. Like, think about what I want to do in that world. It's been it's been difficult to manage that world, manage the mansion and stuff in terms of what I want to do. And like, I haven't touched that world in what, 2-3 months maybe? So I really should get back to it. I really do think, or at least I hope, that I've had enough of a break from them to not get burnt out as fast. It's difficult to tell. Nevertheless, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Hopefully for a bit longer of a stream. But I do think it's gonna be a while before we can get 2-hour streams again. Maybe the Minecraft one can be 2 hours. I don't know how my schedule on Friday is gonna be. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.